Hey everyone, how's it going? Matt here from TechSmart today with a drop test featuring the brand new Apple cases on the iPhone 6. We have the iPhone 6 with the leather case on it, as well as the iPhone 6 with the silicone case on it. And then also for comparison's sake, we also have last year's model, the iPhone 5S with its leather case, and we're going to be dropping all three and seeing how well they really do protect your phone. This is the first time we've actually seen a silicone case from Apple, as though last year we did have the leather case on the iPhone 5S, as we're now there's two offerings this year with the green silicone case, which we'll be using in today's video, the red leather case on the iPhone 6, and then the blue iPhone 5S also with a leather case. Now again, the design this year is a tiny bit different on the iPhone 6s. As you can see, the bottoms are opened up, so we're going to see if that has any effect on the protectiveness of each case on the phone. So we're going to be doing each drop from the pocket, head, and then a 10-foot drop, and see how each fares with a slow motion camera as well to track each drop. Without any further ado, let's get to the drops. All right, here we go for the first drop from pocket height. Just for reference sake, the blue case is the iPhone 5S leather case, the green one is the silicone on the iPhone 6, and the red one is the leather on the iPhone 6, and this will remain the same throughout the whole video. So without any further ado, let's first drop the iPhone 5S with the leather case from pocket height. Dropping the phone in 3, 2, 1. Now to drop the iPhone 6 with a silicone case. 3, 2, 1. Now the iPhone 6 with a leather case in 3, 2, 1. As you can see, after the first drops, all three of the phones are rather unaffected. This is because the cases are doing exactly what they're supposed to, and that is keep the phone safe, albeit the silicone or the leather cases. None of the screens are scratched or cracked, and the cases are also fairly fine themselves, so that's good from the pocket height drop. All right, so the pocket height left the phones rather unscathed. Now we're going to be doing a head height drop to begin with the iPhone 5S. Dropping the iPhone 5S in 3, 2, 1. Now to drop the iPhone 6 with a silicone case. Dropping in 3, 2, 1. Now for the iPhone 6 head height with a leather case in 3, 2, 1. So after the second drop, all three phones are still handling fairly well. The leather cases do have a little bit of scuffs and tears in them, but this is a given considering the phones were just dropped from about 6 feet. However, all three screens are still perfectly flawless, as well as the main aluminum parts of the body are still fairly well intact, so that's nice to see. All right, so as you can see from the previous two drops, both phones have made it fairly unscathed with all the cases on. So now we're going to be doing a 10-foot drop first with the iPhone 5S, see how it fares. Dropping in 3, 2, 1. Now to drop the iPhone 6 with a silicone case in 3, 2, 1. iPhone 6 with leather case in 3, 2, 1. Now this 10-foot drop result is rather surprising. I was really impressed to see that none of the three phones actually have shattered screens considering they were just dropped from 10 feet. It's nice to see that Apple can actually create a case that will indeed protect its phone even when dropped from such a high height. Now do note that none of these were actually dropped on the front panels, but none of the screens are cracked and the actual phone bodies themselves are fairly unscathed as well. All right, so as you can see, each phone, even after 3 drops, including a 10-foot drop, has held up almost perfectly. There's no breaks or cracks on the front glass. Each case has a tiny bit of a scuff, but that's kind of a given with this many drops. So what we're going to be doing is for the last drop here is dropping each phone, again from 10 feet with their glass fronts face down, seeing if we can achieve broken front screen. So here we go, first with the iPhone 5S dropping from 10 feet in 3, 2, 1. Now for the iPhone 6 with a silicone case, face down from 10 feet in 3, 2, 1. And finally, the iPhone 6 with a leather case, 10 feet face down in 3, 2, 1. So this was more along the lines of the result that I was expecting after the first 10-foot drop. Something to note is that the two phones that had their front glass shattered are the ones actually encased in leather. Now, does this necessarily mean that the silicone case is a better choice when it comes to protecting your iPhone? No, unfortunately not really. It's important to remember that these drop tests are really completely random, and just because an outcome happened one time doesn't mean it's always going to happen that way. However, it definitely is interesting to note that the silicone case withstood a 10-foot drop on its front glass. Anyways guys, thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up down below as they do take a long time to produce. Also be sure to leave a comment if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.